Hey Eagles! So for our project today, we're going to make a moon for our salt dough rockets to land on. So things you're going to need today are a plate. It can be a paper or any kind of plate. It's just going to be used to trace our moon circle. You're going to need some change, just any loose change you can find around the house, a marker of some kind to trace with, and then you need just a piece of paper that you have colored on so that it makes a nice, like, you know, sky or space atmosphere. Or so I used watercolors and just put on some like cool colors and some black. You could use crayons, markers, whatever you want to do to make a nice outer space colored paper. And if you would rather just use black or purple or some kind of paper, of construction paper that you have, that's fine too. All right, so let's go ahead and start on our moon. I'm going to set this paper aside for just a moment. And the first thing I'm going to do is trace my plate. So I'm going to turn it upside down onto my foil. And remember, when you trace, you can always move and rotate your hand and move it to different places to make sure you trace that well. And after I trace it, I am going to go ahead and cut that out. So when you're cutting aluminum foil of any kind, you do have to be careful because it tears very easily. So if you want to, you can get mom or dad to help you with this, or just do what I do and go carefully as I cut. So I don't try to cut fast, I go kind of slow, and we just cut it out, like so. I like using aluminum paper for a moon because the sun is what makes the moon bright. It reflects off of the surface of the moon and makes it bright. So by using that aluminum foil, we get that kind of reflective quality that the moon offers, which is pretty cool. So cutting slowly all the way around. And there we go. And I'm going to cut that little bit of marker that was showing off as well. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is a rubbing. So I'm going to take my change and just kind of throw it down. And then I'm going to put my foil over it, and I'm going to press and just kind of rub a little bit wherever those coins are. And what that's doing is creating a nice texture for the surface of our moon. So it's making the craters that you find on the moon with the coins, and then you're getting little crinkles around the coins as well to really kind of help define and create that texture we see on the surface of the moon. Pretty cool stuff, right? And I'm not pushing too hard. I don't want to push hard enough that I'm messing it or tearing my moon. So it's little pushes, just trying to create some surface quality here for our moon. You can kind of move it around, place the coins specifically in certain areas that you want them to be. I always try to encourage people to get different sizes of coins so that you get some variety in your craters. And it's nice to get it so that it goes all the way to the sides as well. All right, guys, so there's my moon. I'm going to move those coins out of the way. And for my moon, I'm really only going to put it on about half of my page. So I'm going to grab some glue. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it down onto my paper. And when I glue, I do use lines of glue pretty often. In class, I always tell you dot, dot, not a lot, so that we can conserve glue. But a lot of times at home, I use a line of glue or draw a line. When I do that, though, I always keep it about an inch away from the edge so it doesn't make a big mess and squirt out the sides. And I'm going to place my moon down, kind of hold it, carefully press down so I'm not totally destroying the craters I created. And then once that's dried, I'm going to cut off the edge on the side here. So with mine, that's going to also cut off the spiral part that came from my sketchbook. So So now I've got a moon in space for my salt dough rocket to go on once it's painted up. If you would like, you can kind of do what I did and leave the edge just a little bit pulled off so it makes nice shadows behind it. Or you can take a black crayon or a marker and kind of create a little shadow for your moon as well. All right, guys, have fun.